In 1994, two brothers decided that they wanted to use their artistic ability to share a positive message by selling t-shirts. They showed up at a street fair and sold 48 jerseys in 45 minutes, and they were encouraged by that experience. And so they decided they wanted to streamline that message. And so they came up with a phrase, just 3 words: life is good. They wanted to share the message that though we have hurdles and challenges in life, that there are good experiences that make life worth living. The thing about that phrase is that it's not new. The Stoics in the ancient world used the same phrase, and the Apostle Paul in Philippians chapter 1 and verse 21, he uses a similar phrase when he says to live is Christ. Now it seems that Paul is taking the concept but presenting it in a slightly different way. Not simply that there are good experiences in life, we know that, but he's saying that whatever we experience in life as Christians, as followers of Jesus, we ought to allow our values or decisions or choices to be guided by Christ. And so to say to live is Christ is calling on disciples of Jesus to realign their value systems, to realign their choices with that of Christ. You know, it's interesting that all of us, we desire to feel accepted. We want to feel a sense of self-worth and belonging. We want to know that we're important and that we are something in this world. And the Apostle Paul, when he says to live as Christ, he's saying that that feeling of acceptance, that feeling of belonging, can sometimes be drawn from how we are viewed by our communities, by our social groups. But when he says to live as Christ, it means that we choose Christ and we won't always belong. We won't always be accepted. We won't always be popular. We won't always be favored, but we will be living for Christ. He's saying that there's no shame in choosing a life for Jesus. There's nothing to hide in living the way that God wants us to live. And the truth is, when we live that way, we're actually making a declaration that those who judge and those who we may want to conform to, we're really calling them into a relationship with Jesus by the type of life that we live. That life may be countercultural. That life may not be popular. That life may not be what everybody wants. But Paul is saying that that life is for Christ. When he says to live as Christ, he's calling us to live in a path that follows Jesus and honors him in everything that we do. Life is good, but let's remember that to live is Christ.